everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, the All-Pro linebacking team is well represented as we've got two of them on display here. It's Sean Lee and Von Miller.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Dak Prescott. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Anderson. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Simeon. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Elliott last year, so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. You look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
Elliott. Room here to run. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down and just one. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing. Prescott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Play clock winding down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down, here's Simeon. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. First down carry by Elliott. They find some open field here. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Prescott now on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw is Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Elliott. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Here's Prescott. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Sanders has it over the middle. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Both Sanders and his running mate, Demaryius Thomas, have been over 1,000 yards each the last 3 seasons. Demaryius Thomas takes care of a lot of stuff downfield. Emmanuel Sanders likes to work inside the margins.
Great compliment for each other, aren't they?
Yeah, they work very well together.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. And his throw is incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Prescott on first down. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll run with Elliott. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They start the drive with Anderson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. To throw on second is Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, Simeon. Pass incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10. Simeon again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Dez. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Gun, Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Simeon. Green able to dance free. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Here we go now.
Now a 1st down throw. Simeon. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
Again, Simeon. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And the lead is now 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Keep 15. Keep 15.
Simeon on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
On first down, it's Simeon. On the right side, caught by Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Final play of the half, Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So that one will be accepted. Simeon throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now it's Simeon. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Play action. It's Simeon. Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Here we go.
Here's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Now let's go.
Here's Simeon now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run Anderson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
10th carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go.
try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Anderson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 319. 319.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 10th carry now for Anderson. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Simeon. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Simeon. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott now. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They run with Morris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second down, here's Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. First down, Simeon. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Second down now after the pass completion. Throwing again is Simeon. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The Broncos on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
To the air again, Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down throw, Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. Finding room inside the 40. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, Simeon. And it's caught. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Simeon throwing again. And he's got it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. A second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Prescott on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On second down, McFadden. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Throwing, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And Sanders now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Simeon. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. With it is Brown. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Fresh set of downs here.